proper name's James Groombridge. Everyone just calls me Jungles through my nickname. We're at Stanwell in Queensland, not Victoria, because there is 2 Stanwells in Australia. In January the 25th, when the floods sort of more or less come through here, we're living here. We're the lowest point in Stanwell. And for me, like I said earlier on, which is not on the camera and that here, this little one said to me that my room had never been painted in my house, you should paint your room. And so Monday we ripped all Dad's stuff out and put it all on the kitchen table. Tuesday we put the primer on, and Wednesday, cut a long story short, but Thursday night I couldn't sleep in there because of the paint fumes. Now I've seen a lot of rain like in '91 and the floods and all that, but nothing like that. Was a freak of nature too, you know, like we got a lot of rain in a short period of time. But about 1:45 in the morning, because I was sleeping on the couch, I heard this bang, bang, bang on the back door. What the hell's that? And when I went to walk out to the back door, I've got a little step that just from the house that you step down, like it's a sunken lounge sort of thing, I suppose. And I stood in water. It was about ankle deep. When I opened the door, there was a tin bucket banging on the back door. When I opened the door up, it was just a lake of water, and I could hear this roaring from the creek. I mean roaring, water just. So I went out and let all the animals out, opened up the gates, took pens, let the dog off the chain, all this other stuff, and come in about 2:30, 2:45, and woke these ones up and said, we got to get going. And when I walked back in, it went from ankle deep to knee deep. So I quickly threw some clothes together, and this one here, being a girl, try and get out of bed at 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning was like trying to wake a rock up. But I finally got her up, and when we come back out, we actually walked out of the house here knee deep. Now between here and the little gully up there through the white gates, which is 800 or 900 metres, we got to the old gum trees there, and my 14-year-old boy Shay, he's a bit taller than this one, he's about here, so I got her to start the gum trees, because to go through that gully there I wasn't quite sure. We walked through the gullies, and I took Shay over, and when I come back to get Lacey, I walked through the gully about maybe waist deep. Now I'm 185 centimetres. When I come back to get this one and take her across, you're about chest deep, neck deep. That's how fast it was just coming down. And as I was walking across, I had a little glance over, because it was just sort of like, just starting to, not a lot of light, but you could hear the cows and the goats and all the animals and all that getting washed down the creek, and the creek was just roaring. I don't know how fast it was going, but it was roaring. Unfortunately for us down here, we're the bottom end of Stanwell. So we're the first to get it and I'm the last to get it. And it all banks up because there's a big bend in the bottom of Stewart's Creek down there. And it couldn't get away, so it started backing up and backing up. So as I turned around, the water was just building up like a tsunami. Luckily for us, there was a mate on the other side, Bradley Coombs, waiting for us. So we hopped in his 4B and we went up to his place, and I went down the other side of the farm here, because on the other side of the farm the creek also runs there where there's a heap of machinery. Couldn't get to it, it was too late. We come back up and grabbed these guys, and just on daylight, wasn't it though? Just on daylight, and it was just all over. There was just water everywhere, wasn't it? And then I sort of thought, well, I've got to do something with these guys, you know, I've got to get them to safety. So I quickly raced them into town and dropped them off in town there, and then their mother come and picked them up. And then I come back to, well, really just nothing. Just the water was unbelievable. Like I said, I've been here since 1974. Last time we seen water that high was across the railway lines up there, when you cross the railway lines, but it took 2 weeks for it to get there. This just happened in a matter of like 9 to 10 hours. A lot of the infrastructure that's been done too, without, you know, you ask any local knowledge that's got all this knowledge, they've changed a lot of the natural waterways here. Without seeking any local knowledge, there could have been, you know, like hydraulic railway, main roads or whatever, they could have come and seen some of the old old school locals to just say, hey mate, we've seen what comes down here. Because the creeks really rise fast here, but they also drop out really fast. But this one was just, it was a freak of nature, you know, it was a lot of water in a short amount of time. And then from there, well, I come back, and without the support of, like, I'm not going to say all of the community, but some of the community, like Lee and her husband, come down here when they could. Lee's husband actually got in a boat and rescued people. They come down here when they could, and yeah, from the rest of that, it's all just been slowly rebuild, which you never do. You lose all these material things, like I lost everything, walked out with a shirt on my back and not even the same pair of thongs, and it was a bit of a joke around here through the floods, because I found a thong in the receding water line down here in the paddock. So I had one 4X thong on and one black plugger. So every time they see me, they used to always, you know, give me a bit of a nudge here and there. And then when I made the front paper of the morning bulletin, I more or less said to them, well, you want to be careful, because if I find that other thong, I'll run for mayor and you'll be in trouble. So yeah, but other than that, you know, you hear about all this stuff all the time, you know, like whether it be fires, floods, and it's not until you experience it. You can talk as much as you like, and you can explain, and you can watch maybe all these documents, but it's not until you experience it that it really, really hits home. And from then on, like I said, yeah, it's just been a matter of slowly rebuilding, and I don't think I'm going to stay like some of the other community. I've been through it twice now, and it's all that personal stuff that I can't replace. Yeah, I think it's, as much as I love it, you know, country born, love it out here, peace and quiet, away from the riffraff and all that, but I don't think I'll stay.